Last week, when they took a shot at my hero, and they tried to kill the next president of the United States, enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
He was wrong with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Jordan was wrong with Hulk Hogan. Oh man. Hey, remember his theme song?
But what happened last week?
I think he said, I want to be American.
So many people have asked me, what happened? Tell us what happened, please. And therefore, I will tell you exactly what happened. And you'll never hear it from me a second time because it's actually too painful to tell. It was a warm, beautiful day in the early evening in Butler Township in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Music was loudly playing, and the campaign was doing really well. I went to the stage, and the crowd was cheering wildly. Everybody was happy. I began speaking very strongly, powerfully, and happily, because I was discussing the great job my administration did on immigration at the southern border. So many people have asked me, what happened? Tell us what happened, please. And therefore, I will tell you exactly what happened, and you'll never hear it from me a second time because it's actually too painful to tell. It was a warm, beautiful day in the early to my right, and was ready to begin a little bit further turn, which I'm very lucky I didn't do, when I heard a loud whizzing sound and felt something hit me really, really hard on my right ear. I said to myself, wow, what was that? It can only be a bullet. And moved my right hand to my ear, brought it down. My hand was covered with blood, just absolutely blood all over the place. I immediately knew it was very serious, that we were under attack, and in one movement proceeded to drop to the ground. Bullets were continuing to fly as very brave, secret to my right, and was ready to begin a little bit further turn, which I'm very lucky I didn't do, when I heard a loud whizzing sound and felt something hit me really, really hard on my right ear.
I love you.
I said to myself, wow, what was that? It can only be a bullet. And moved my right hand to my ear, brought it down. My hand was covered with blood, just absolutely blood all over the place. I immediately knew it was very serious, that we were under attack, and in one movement proceeded to drop to the ground. Bullets were continuing to fly as very brave, secret to my right. Very safe because I had God on my side. I felt that. The amazing thing is that prior to the shot, if I had not moved my head at that very last instant, the assassin's bullet would have perfectly hit its mark, and I would not be here tonight. We would not be together. The most incredible aspect of what took place on that terrible evening in the fading sun was actually seen later. In almost all cases, as you probably know, and when even a single bullet is fired, just a single bullet, and we had many bullets that were very safe because, and then began pointing at him. You can see that if you look at the group behind me. That was just a small group compared to what was in front. Nobody ran, and by not stampeding, many lives were saved. But that isn't the reason that they didn't move. The reason is that they knew I was in very serious trouble. They saw it. They saw me go down. They saw the blood and thought, actually most did, that I was dead. They knew it was a shot to the head. They saw the blood. And there's an interesting statistic. The ears are the bloodiest part. If something happens with the ears, they bleed more than any other part of the body. For whatever reason, the doctors told me that. I said, why is there so much blood? He said, it's the ears. They bleed more. So we learned something, but they just, and then began pointing. Dangerous territory. Bullets were flying right over them, missing them by a very small amount of inches. And then it all stopped. Our Secret Service sniper, from a much greater distance and with only one bullet used, took the assassin's life, took him out. I'm not supposed to be here tonight. Not supposed to be here. No. Thank you. But I'm not.
So there you go. Donald Trump explains to himself what happened in that incident. Personally, what happened to him, and luckily, he's still here. He's just missing a piece of his ear. And I don't know if you guys could see, there was a lot of people was wearing, like, he had a patch right there. A lot of people, his supporters was wearing the same patch in his ear as well, which I thought was kind of funny and everything. But yeah, man, he's playing his spirit. Sorry, he's playing his experience, and now he's here. He's safe as well. So, go ahead, Rodney, man. What's your take on Donald Trump with the convention and everything, or anything you want to say about the convention that you saw, if you watched it or anything like that as well?
I saw some of the highlights, but first of all, shout out to Fresh Sound Florida for also being in the building. For being in the building, they say this: if it was Biden and saying this, all those people in the comments and I comment will be crying, shaking my head, which is facts. They also say this too on Fresh Sound. Shout out to them as well. They say people just need to admit that they have hatred bias towards Trump and move on. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Josh is in the building. Josh always going around showing love to a lot of black content creators. We really do greatly appreciate you, Josh, for always coming back, showing love. If it's here at the Black House, wherever you go, you always show love. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Windshine, also in the building. Shout out to No Chaser. Don't chase him, No Chaser. It's also in the building. Shout out to you, Big Dog, for also being here as well. And not only that, but shout out to people that are watching us on Kick and also Twitch, because we also want to give you guys some acknowledgement because our following is growing over there. Now, when it comes to the aspect of Trump, I'm not going to lie. This was a very, very emotional speech. I know a lot of people was making fun of this speech because of his patch in his ear and also his following wearing a patch in his ear. However, you got to understand something. This meant all you had to do, Hakeem and Jordan, is turn to the left. Just a split second, he would have been shot in the head. He would have been out of here. So just imagine, because remember, you got to keep it in mind, he's still a human being. Imagine him still going through that playback in his mind.
Yep.
Of that scene over and over and over again. I'm being honest. That's why I say he only want to speak about it one time. And I agree to him. Why? Because it's just a traumatic experience. Remember, Trump was the type of person, remember growing up, I'm not going to lie. The two people will always mention was Trump and P. Diddy. I want to be like P. Diddy or I want to be like Trump. because of Trump ties. Trump was very well known. People already know. Everybody always talking about Trump is the man. Now all of a sudden he's the most hated person in the world, which makes no sense at all because of the aspect of the media. The media is portraying Trump for something that he's really truly not. Now, if you ask me, do he lie? Do he lie sometimes? Of course. All politicians lie. But to take someone's life because someone's life was taken that day, and the other person, and I heard the other person is still in critical condition. This is something serious, and people are playing around with it. They're joking, they're laughing. They say, "Look, he got what was coming to him, and it's probably going to be even worse." No, you don't want to wish death even on your worst enemy. And it's just a sad thing to see that we live in a world today where they're taking even people's lives that just because of the way he talks. Sad. And I did watch the convention, Jordan. I've seen some of it. Like I say, Amber Rose, Hulk Hogan made me laugh because he's very electric, very animated. So that when he did his thing, I was just laughing because it brought me back WWE days, WWE, WWF days. So those were like, I was like, what is he doing? Like, so I keep, what is he doing? But at the same time, people knew there was a serious situation that really occurred. And I think people need to pay attention because remember, attack on Trump or attack on Biden is an attack on our democracy. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Right.
Huh? Hello?
Yeah, we here. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Oh,
You just froze. Go ahead. You here?
okay. Yeah. So I thought this was a beautiful statement, but we everybody's seen the video. He was just being telling it like it was a story. But thank God he's here. Um, we don't condone the violence of any kind. We don't condone radicalism. We don't condone any type of manifesto or whatever you got in your mind. Hey, and you shouldn't just hate the man just because he has different views and policies for you. So hey, make America great again.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, man. Agree with all three of you guys. It was an emotional speech and everything. I'm like I said, I'm not a fan of Trump, nor I'm a fan of Joe Biden and everything. I think we could find somebody better, but there behold, we got these two running for president. So you just gotta look at policy and everything. Or if you guys don't look at policy, what type of group, black, Hispanic, wherever, white, what can you benefit from their policy and everything like that. So and that's how you look at it in that way. Shout out to all the people, that celebrities, senators, governors who came out to support Donald Trump. With the assassination, attempted assassination that failed. It's just gonna make Trump and the Republican more stronger. And the thing is, it should make our country more stronger as well. You know, just leave the politics alone. Democrat, Republican, and independents as well. Just to shows that hey, if you see Trump going to that traumatic experience, I know it's very traumatizing to his day because somebody was trying to take him out. Um, it's like I said, it should bring a whole, everybody that's American together and everything. Say, hey, BS aside, Republican or Democrat, we're still human beings. It's still our country we love. And like I said, you try to attack this man, take him out. It's just attack our democracy and everything. I saw some clips on X and on Facebook that was just crazy that they, like I said, they even though the bullet missed Trump, they was kind of peed off that the bullet didn't hit him, that really didn't take him out. There's some crazy
That's what I'm
people
saying.
we thinking like that. I think one of I think it was Jack Black, the actor. He was on tour and everything, and one of his bandmates made a comment. Like I said, he made a comment about you should have missed the shot hitting Trump. And then after that, Jack Black, he had to cancel the show like that because what that man said was very extreme and all that type of thing. So, end of the day, no man, no politician should be losing their life. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. It's not really that serious. In the politics and everything, it's not really that serious. I mean, they are the leaders, but they don't control our individual lives. And I think people, when they think so extreme about either Republican or Democrat, when it gets so extreme to and everything, they feel like they're going the world's going to end, which is not the case. We're still in a country that's one of the greatest countries in this world. Do we have problems in our government? Absolutely. Do we have problems in our government in states that we live in? Absolutely. Do we have problems that we live locally? Absolutely. But the thing is, you guys have the power to vote and make a change to that. As simple as that. We don't even go to extreme. Use your vote to change. That's all you got to do. Violence is not the answer. I don't care if it's Donald Trump, Joe Biden, any other politician, that should not be in danger like this ever again. Not in our country. Point blank, period.
Just hear me out. The situation with